Lynn is really passionate about everything that she does. When she started this journey with the pear and paper, she put everything behind it. And as a family, we all got together and we really thought this was going to be a really positive thing for us as an overall family. She's very much a caring person, putting other people first.
I began letterpress printing. No, I didn't. Oh, jeekers. I began liner printing about 5 years ago from my kitchen table. And I know that's so wrong. That's so wrong. Oh my God, you're going to get so cross on me. Oh, I began liner printing from my kitchen table at home about 5 years ago. I just knew I wanted to do art. I always wanted to do art, and I just knew it was in me. It was just finding the time and finding, I suppose, allowing myself to do it and to believe that I could do it. So I began liner cutting and liner printing at my table, and from that grew into where I am today. I feel extremely privileged that I'm able to print every day and to keep a traditional print method alive. Ever since I can remember, I was using my hands. I was making things, always making things at the table, making dough, making clothes for my dolls, knitting, sewing, making little houses. Anything I could do, as far as I can remember, it was always involving using my hands and making things. As I got older, my parents built a new house. So there was lots to be done. There was walls to be built, there was bathroom tiles to be laid, there was plumbing to be done, there was paths to be made. We were always outside making things, building things. We were the type of family that if we needed something in the household, we figured out, first of all, how do we make it ourselves? How can we do it ourselves? And then if that failed, which very rarely it did, we would have to get some outside help. And that has stayed with me since I'm small, about my love for making things and using my hands. So when I started doing my art, I knew that it had to be art where I had to get stuck in. I was using tools and I was creating something with my hands. The environment is really important to me. It's really important that we're aware how much everything we do has an impact on the environment. So when I started, I knew that the environment was going to be core to everything that I was doing. So it's my everything I do has the environment as central to what I do. It's core. It's core to everything I do. The type of paper I use is recycled cotton fibre, and all my packaging, every single bit of it is compostable. And the way I print, I don't use any electricity or any battery in making my artwork. And I'm really proud of that fact. I also like when I'm printing to always draw attention to those little animals and those little plants that need our attention. Plants and animals that are endangered in some way through afforestation or over farming. So such as the marsh saxifrage and the curlew and the meadow thistle and all these little animals that need our help. I love drawing attention to those types of animals. I found Florrie 2.5 years ago. She was in a very bad state. Her treadle was split in half, her flywheel was off, everything that could be off her was off, and she was full of rust and very unloved. But after 5 months of restoration, Florrie has lived to tell the tale, and I have her over 2.5 years now. She was built in 1872, and I called her Florrie because that was one of the most popular names in the year she was built, in the place she was built, which was Halifax in England. I am printing greeting cards here. I'm using only one colour at a time because that's all Florrie takes, just one colour. So when I want to change the colour, I take everything down, clean it all off and put on the next colour. The tiniest little bit of ink goes on the plate and the rollers spread that ink all across the plate. It comes down onto my design and I can print the greeting cards. The greeting cards are all printed using recycled cotton fibre card, and they're all packaged with a recycled envelope and a compostable clear sleeve. I was incredibly lucky to find this cabinet of wooden type. I searched the whole world over for wooden letters like this, but never dreamed that I would find it in Donegal, just up the road. It had been kept in a shed for many, many years, and when I seen it, I was delighted because I had a proofing press, and I knew that I was going to be able to use these letters and use them every day, and that's what I do. I set my letters down. Once I know what I want to say, I set my letters down. I tighten them into position with the reglets and the coins, and then I rolled some ink over the letters and off I go. My mother is, she's terrific. She makes me laugh so much. One thing that I absolutely love about being here in the workshop is she just lives down the road, and most mornings she will come in and she will sit down here and she'll have a cup of tea with me, and there's absolutely no better way to start the day here at the workshop. She loves what I do. She's 100% behind me, and she's given me so much support and encouragement. I absolutely love her to bits. My dad was a real inspiration to me. He was a great man. I absolutely adored him. He taught me so much as I was growing up as a child. I have such vivid memories of being outside with my dad, helping him, handing him various tools. I remember laying paths, building walls, knocking down walls. He was always at something. He taught us that if we need something, you go and make it yourself. And if something is broken, you fix it before you ever think about buying another one. I've got 3 kids, Emily, Lucy and Tom, and they're really great kids. They are the light of my life, and everything I do revolves around those 3 kids. They make me so happy, and I'd like to think I make them happy too. I love going home and sitting. We've a long sofa in the sitting room, and what I love is sitting on that sofa with my arm around the 3 of them and the fire on, and just chatting about whatever it is that they want to talk about. And that is such a happy place for me, and I don't think it can get much happier than that.